Excuse me. Hope everybody's doing good. Woo! Got that long cookie out of the way. There you go. Welcome, welcome. I'm your host, 420 Jim. Woo! Let me start this off with a little can hit here. Yeah, I'm old school. I still use a can when I can. About as old school as you can get. Hey, Mr. Sean, how you doing? I thought Doobie was going to join us here in a bit. Hey, Will, how you doing? Will, Mr. Sean, glad to see both of you. I was talking with Doobie. I thought she was going to join in. She might not find it. I don't know. Whew. But I hope everybody's doing okay. Yeah, I'm doing okay. They rescheduled my surgery for April 17th. So, and it's the first surgery of the morning. I got to be there at 6, and surgery's at 7. So, at least I won't be there 4 hours waiting, you know. So, I think it'll all be all right. Instead of having me wait 2 hours sitting there before surgery, they cut it down to 1 hour. So, we just have to go with the flow, you know, when you're trying to get something done. Well, I got a feeling that we're going to have a late winter. I think winter's just beginning, folks. I mean, that could be me. But something tells me that February or March is going to be the worst days of winter. I could be totally wrong, you know, and I hope I am. But I think our weather and everything's screwed up, man. And hopefully it's just me. But I kind of think our weather and everything's screwed up. And that we're going to have a late winter. But it's okay. You know, even if I don't get on the road until April, I wanted to do Lubbock, Texas in April anyway. So it may work out just fine. The good Lord might have a better idea. You know, I hear you, but like I say, that's just me. I'm hoping not, but something feels weird this year about the weather. Something definitely feels weird about the weather. Hey, Deb, how you doing? You stay warm too. Me here, I'm shucks. I'm out here in sunny Arizona. Yeah. No, we get cold at night. Don't let me fool you. It's downright chilly at night, but it warms up fairly good during the day. So that's the best thing. Lilu went and seen her boyfriend again today. So she's all happy. Jack's not. Well, thank you. Oh, I'm doing just fine. There's the new petition. This one's to Trump and Congress. Release all the pot prisoners. Screenshot, sign that one, please. That's asking Trump and Congress to release all the prisoners for pot. That one's to stop elderly abuse. If you don't have me on Facebook, And if you'd like to send a little help at any time, people that send help, I'll make a decal for you or something. We put you on the Cannebago. I still have things I got to get before I can actually get back on the road there, Sean. I still need a generator and all, either solar or generator, because I don't have no good generator or nothing no more. Whew. Doobie, how you doing? Glad you're back. Well, thank you, Dad. I thank you. I'm not amazing, but thank you. 3 degrees. Damn, Sean. I had to go back and read them messages. Sorry, they went past. I was outside. I couldn't see. What's this for? I travel the United States fighting to get our cannabis prisoners out of jail. No one belongs in jail for weed. And go to 420JIM420Jim.com and sign the petition. Just hit the petition button. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. This year, help me get that petition to go viral, and we'll take it all the way up to Trump. I'll drive the vehicle to Washington, D.C. We get Pershing Park or something for the day, and we get his attention on the petition. And, you know, hey, if the numbers are right, maybe he'll do something. If the numbers aren't there, well, you can't expect him to do something. You know what I mean? Oh, I appreciate it, Sean. Yeah, well, the voice of the vet thing is, I'm not a vet. I don't claim to be a vet. I'd never claim to be a vet. Now, like Mr. Sean there, he's a vet. He's a Marine. He gave me his Marine flag. What it means by the voice of the vets, back in 2014, I was invited to a Vietnam Veterans reunion in Kokomo, Indiana. Or it may have been 2015. It was when I was on my way back from Washington, D.C. I remember that, after my march in D.C. And I was headed back. And they had me come by this Vietnam Veterans event in Kokomo, Indiana. And I met a whole lot of wonderful vets. And a lot of them was the older vets, you know. And they shook my hand and welcomed me and my dog and everything. They asked me to come. At first I declined. I told them I'm not a vet. You're thinking of my dad, because my dad was a vet. And they're like, no, we want you and your dog here. So they knew who I was, and that was mainly in part from a guy named Jimmy Shaw, which after he found out what a big hit I turned out to be with the vets and stuff, and him getting some slack from the other cannabis advocates there, he turned out to be a real lowlife. But that's neither here nor there. I was asked to be the voice of the vets back then. Back then, they couldn't talk about pot because they would take away their meds or their money. And they asked me, you know, to stay fighting for them and all. And I gave them the promise that I would until the vets could get medicine, you know. And now they did. Now they do. I mean, I fulfilled my promise to the vets. They can get medicine now and all. But now I'd like to continue the mission. Seeing as when I first started this mission, you know, it was get all prisoners out, destroy all records, and get it out of a Class 1 narcotic. Biden was talking about doing it to a Class 2, and no, that's not even nowhere near good enough. It can't be in a Class 1, 2, or 3. If they want to put it in a 4 or 5, oh well. It shouldn't be in a narcotic class at all, unless they come forward and prove what narcotic's in it, which there is none. Because as long as it's a Class 1 or 2, and maybe even a 3, you're not allowed to have a firearm or ammunition. And a lot of people are forgetting that. So keep that in mind. It don't cost nothing to sign a petition. Yeah, no. I pay for all this out of my pocket, my retirement, my hard blood and work and sweat when I work. And other than that, I let people take a marker, and whether they donate a dime, a dollar, a quarter, a hug, I let them write on the motorhome. And like Mr. Sean there, he made a $20 donation. I put a big white cross on here that says 1 cross plus 3 nails equals forgiven. So. Oh yeah, hey, the vets asking me to be their voice is the highest honor I'll ever get, and this is how serious I take what I'm doing. Check this out. They put your last name on top, my friends. My first name is 4, my middle name is 20, my last name is Jim. So I just don't talk the talk. I took it seriously, and I walked that walk. So, absolutely. And that is my legal name. Hi, I'm very well. I'm very well. Like I say, I'm old school. Excuse me while I take me a little puff here. And we'll go back outside, and I'll show you the RV again if you like. Back when I did a tour in 22, because you know, every year for 10 years, I went around. These was from when I was doing it in 22. I had them membership cards, you know, I was doing for a $20 donation. And that was back in 22. Let's go back out here. Take my glasses with me so I can see this time. So, certainly there's questions, comments, or concerns out there, isn't there? You seen the new paint job, didn't you, Doobie? Hang on, let me... I'm sure you've seen the new paint job. Oh, and for the ones that was wondering when I was talking about tagging or how I make the money, this used to have like 10,000 tags like this all over the entire RV. And when I get back from Washington, D.C., it'll be the same way. Just like the door. The whole body of the RV will be tagged up like that. Alcohol kills. Eight for half blind, only one eye and all. I think I did pretty good on it. Pat myself on the back. There's a decal somebody donated, and I did. And same with that one. That was from a donation. That one was another donation. That was another donation. No one belongs in jail for weed. Scan that and just take your little picture. That's to release all pot prisoners. This one's to stop elderly abuse. And if you look me up on Facebook, you can see where I've been and everything on this particular page for 5 years. Yeah, they always kick me off Facebook every once in a while. I got kicked off last week, but they let me back on. They know I don't care if they permanently take me off Facebook. I really don't care. So, what else should we talk about? Anybody got any questions, comments, concerns? Figured I'd come out here and try and sit near the sun a little bit because it's starting to get chilly when the sun goes down. Oh! Whew. They rescheduled my eye surgery February 17th. So that's a little ways out, but I don't know. The good Lord knows when it should be done. Well, heck, I don't want to sit out here. It's way too much more comfortable inside. I like having the RV in the background, but it's not too comfortable sitting out there today. It's rather cool out there. Oh, goodness, that's better. Whew. And I have my my soda in my can in here anyway. So, no questions, comments, or anything? Anybody got anything they'd like to catch up on, know about, or anything? Now's a good time. I do not mind questions. Hey, Jack. Jack's still with us. He's getting old, though. Huh. He's getting real old. No, No, and I don't carry paraphernalia or bud when I'm on the road either. Because I go through illegal states. So, yeah, no, I go through illegal states. Next year, or when I come off, by the end of this will be my last year to travel. The only reason I'm even considering doing this one is, when I first started this, the mission was go to the White House with a petition when Obama was in, and I did that. They rejected the petition. It had to be mailed in and certified and all kinds of, whatever. Now, this being the last year and all, I'd like to take the petition out to Trump, And, he either does something for the people or he don't. But if I can't get the people to sign the petition, it's not going to be no good taking it to him anyway. He should know about that petition long before I get there, by the numbers, if you know what I mean. Jeb Mizanskey got life without parole for pot. He was literally in prison 20 years when I heard about this. I just happened to stop at a Walmart in Sedalia, Missouri. And I come out, and there was a dozen people, at least, around the motorhome. Now, of course, I'd expect one or two, but there was at least a dozen, and every one of them had the same question. Are you here for Jeff? I'm like, Jeff who, Oh, Jeff Mizanskey. He was caught up in the 3 strikes you're outlaw. And he literally got life without parole for marijuana. And the last strike that sent him to that prison on that, he had 3 grams of pot on him. So I'm like, wow, how long? 20 years, on and on. Wow, man, It was really sad. And his family and a couple other, Missouri for Cannabis. I don't know the groups. But there's a couple of groups that got with him and his family and whatnot, and they started a petition on change.org, that's when I first heard about change.org. And I blew up their petition, and I told people about it all the way out to my march in Washington, D.C. I had his picture and the petition at both sides of the motorhome. And I'd be damned, a year and a half later, he got out. So you can't tell me petitions don't work, because I'll say bullshit. Not only did he get out with parole, they let him off of parole. So he's totally a free man. He went from never going to come out of prison to being a free man. So, and that's great. And he had a lot to do with Missouri getting pot legal, medically and all that. And then the recreational, of course. Oh, yeah. And nowadays, nobody should be in jail for weed. I mean, I heard that Let's Go Brandon dude that just left office let out 2,500. But when I heard his speech, he said simple possession. The felony part, I heard he reduced some sentences. So I'm not going to, anything is good. So don't take it wrong. If one person got a lesser sentence and one person got freed, that's a lot. It is. So I'm not trying to put any of that. But now it's time to quit playing these freaking games. You know me, Doobie. A lot of you know me from Facebook. Will, Doobie, and y'all know me and the years I've been out here fighting, and y'all know it's all been the same thing. And for me, since day one, they've said that they were going to try and declassify cannabis out of a Schedule 1. Ever since I hit the road, March 1st, 2014, they've said that. Trump said it and said it and said it when he was running against Obama and got in office. Nothing happened. Let's Go Brandon. Look, he's already left office and nothing's happened. It is still today. And there's a lot of people fooled. They tell me, oh, no, it's not. And I'm like, go to Google and ask. To this day, this second, right now, it is still a Class 1 narcotic. Hallucinogenic, no medical value. Period. And the worst thing about that is Hunter Biden was convicted for a Class 2. Not 1, but a 2. Lower. Over what? Over a gun. Lying on an application for a gun. So right there proves Class 1 and Class 2 narcotics, firearms and ammunition is a big no. And if you had a medical marijuana card, you bought a firearm and ammunition and had to sign for it recently, yeah, you did a Hunter Biden, my friends. So I think if we put this in front of Trump and I can get the signatures behind it, I think he's our man to do it. I really do. Because we've been screwed over enough. We've been screwed over so much that it's not funny. And that's one thing they could do to help out America and give it back, Yeah. Oh, well, see, that's why my petition, if you read the petition, Sean, my petition is to President Trump and all members of Congress. But you see these presidents and stuff, they do what the hell they want to do. They do what they want to do pretty much. And with our last go around with that president, if Trump was to sign pot as the same classification as aspirin, nobody would give a shit. Nobody would give a shit. The public would be really happy about that probably. Hey, if states don't want it, states don't need it, Like Idaho's the worst state for pot. It's not legal there and whatnot. Everybody said, well, it's going to be Texas. Idaho is the worst one from what I hear. And they may never get it. Maybe they don't want it. And if that's cool, for that state, let it be. People have the choice to move out of that state if they, really want the cannabis that bad. But you can't make a state take, I say if the people vote for it, it needs to be there. If the people don't vote for it, well, no. Let the people speak. Oh, I've been smoking cannabis well, I started when I was it was younger than 16, but so over 50 years, over 50 years, off and on, off and on. There was a couple years I quit for a year or whatever because, like, when I drove school bus, yeah, I wasn't smoking when I drove school bus that year, stuff like that. But I started when I think I was about 14, and I'm 66, so yeah. But hell, I smoked cigarettes 40 years. Yodeling. I don't yodel. My lungs are a lot better since I quit cigarettes 5 years ago. Hey, Deb, God blesses me every day. He lets me wake up. He lets me wake up. I've been meeting amazing people, and I always keep these in my pocket. So when I meet other people, I get to give them a little Jesus. And this brings smiles to people's heart every day. And that brings a smile to my heart. And then that brings a smile to my heart. Matter of fact, I was on a phone call with Doobie here earlier, and a couple people just pulled up to take a picture of my RV. That happens all the time, by the way. So I went out there to pose for them and give them both a little Jesus. Oh, I Doobie, I know, sis. I love you. Absolutely, I know. Yeah, they are actually cute, and there's only been one person that really didn't want it, and they weren't nasty. They just said, no, that burns. I can't touch it, and I respected that, and they respected me. But yeah, I have grandparents come by and ask me if they can have one for their grandkids, or they bring their grandkid up. Hey, Mr. Ford, can I have one? One kid got me for four of them. He wanted to know if he could have a yellow one. And I went in and I got a yellow one, and because I didn't happen to have a yellow one in my hand. And I think he seen that I had a blue one. And then he said, can I have a blue one? And it was so cute. Man, the fourth one, I know, well, I got to save some. And his grandma said, just put them in your pocket where you can't see them. But yeah, they come in the different colors and stuff. And, the smiles they bring is worth what I pay to get them and hand them out. Oh, yeah, they want every color. Oh, Doobie, you should have been here. Little young man, he was so cool, and the Snoopy eyes, and can I have a blue one? He got it. And do you have a red one? It was, it was priceless. It was priceless. And then I went and gave his grandma two of them, one for her and the other her friend in the van. So it was priceless. People don't expect it. Up here at the grocery store, maybe once a week, there's the Jehovah's Witnesses sitting outside the door before you go in the market. And I'll go up there and say hello, how y'all doing today and whatnot. And then if there's ones that I haven't seen before, I'll ask them, have they met me, and I normally can remember who I met or not. And if they say no, I say, well, I'm the guy that does this. And then I give them a little Jesus. Everybody needs a little Jesus. So I go tell them, I go tell. I don't go knock on the doors. But I get to go tell them about Jesus. I get to go give them a little Jesus. It's kind of funny if you ask me. Kind of turn it around on them. They don't come and knock on my door. I go and see them up at the store when I do. They've got a Kingdom Hall over here a few blocks away. Jehovah Witness, that's what I'm trying to think of. Keep forgetting to press the arrow. There you go. Hey, and people, please. If you like the videos, give it a thumb up. If you don't like the lives, give it a thumb down. Comments are always welcome. Every interaction that we have together, even if it's negative, that's why my trolls don't come on here very much and whatnot, because it actually helps. I think they finally figured that out. But thumbs up, thumbs down, shares, the longer you watch, all that counts in. So to help me push the channel, please, anytime you see one of mine, if you could give it a like, a share, a comment, a couple-second look, I'd love it. Also, hit the subscribe button. It don't cost anything to subscribe. It don't cost you to subscribe on YouTube. But if you subscribe, you can get notices when I go live and this, that, and the other. You can turn them on or off. But any interaction helps. And I'd really like to build the YouTube channel up. And when you do go to my profile on YouTube, you can hit the live button, and that'll show you all the lives I've done. And you go to shorts, and then those are the short videos that I do. I don't know if it's got like an all, where you can see all, but there's a difference between the lives and the shorts. There's definitely two different streams. I got a lot of catching up to do. I don't even have 150 videos out. My trolls got 300 and some out. I got some catching up to do. But every one of mine gets 10 times the views, so I'm happy about that. Uh-oh. Curly's owner's back. I've seen her pull up. Leo's probably going to hear her and bark. I don't know. Her and Curly had a date earlier, so she might be satisfied. Where are you at? Where is she? Oh. Yeah, she's just laying there being all satisfied, huh? Cool. To me, is this doing the live is just like Facebook Live, or it is for me. Except that the writing's a little smaller, but other than that, it seems just like the same to me. I know this dude. I know this dude. Hey. You know it's all your fault that I've got the Bong Father, right? You know, we're going to blame the Bong Father all on you, right? Yeah, if you hadn't have planned that grill and chill for me, Jessica wouldn't have loaned him the money to come to it, and he couldn't have stole it. So see how it was your fault? You know I'm playing, sis. I don't know what it is they keep trying to send me, but I don't know, half dozen times or better over a week or whatever, I keep getting this thing that says, the message, the image or something has expired, but it's always the same megabyte, like 30.78 or whatever. And I'm like, what the hell they keep trying to send me that I never get it? Oh, love is always the way, Doobie, but you can't force people to accept love or nothing. It's like I can't force them to take forgiveness. I give them all the forgiveness. I forgive them totally, but they won't take that. And me, smart person, would take the forgiveness. They would ask Jesus for forgiveness, and they would try and live out the rest of their life to get off of this rock. Because we're all on this prison rock. That's pretty much what it is. It's a prison rock. It is. We all come here naked nothing. We're going to leave naked nothing. And I know there got to be something better. I hate to think this is all there is to life. So I guarantee, I can't guarantee. I sure hope that the good book, Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth, people, take to heart and change their ways. Because we're going somewhere when we leave this planet. That I know. Because the only reason you are born, you have one journey, death. So they got to be something after death. They've got to be something after death. There you go. Yeah, you know the Bong Father. Steve Sprague did all the videos about how I need to come out there when I needed to get the engine for this that year. It was the year I went to go and met Afro Man. And I went all the way, and hell, you didn't see the videos. I stayed outside his house for damn near a week. That's where I went up to Starks, Maine. He was supposed to go to a couple different shows with me and stuff, and each time he had an excuse. Oh, we all did have a good time and a wonderful time. We did. We did. Yeah, I mean, you hadn't personally met him or nothing, but you got to remember, I mean, he called me into coming out there and all. We all thought he was such a great guy, but we found out different. But I was just giving you shit. Don't take it to heart. I was just messing around with you. Situation like that is nobody's fault. Someone sends you a gift to do something with that. That's what you're supposed to do with that. But it is what it is. But yeah, Jessica didn't even know that you didn't know she was going to send him the money or anything. So, I mean, I know you didn't really have nothing to do with it. I was just fucking with you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he's the one that made the page Stan Stanley. And Penny Ford used to tell me, that's the Bong Father. That's the Bong Father. I used to call him the Con Father. And I'd tell Penny, no, that's good. She's no, that, and she had it right. I had it wrong. So, of course, I apologized to Penny when we found out, yep, it was him. So, it's all been crazy. Bryson was here yesterday on my live on YouTube. Bryson was here yesterday. But he wasn't here as a troll. He was here as a real human. It was pretty cool. Will was here. Will talked with him a minute. I talked with him. The trolls want me to think that he's still doing it because they're imitating what he is doing. But I don't think he was doing it. Well, Jack just can't satisfy her. She told Jack, "You can't satisfy me. There's a stud next door that can." I don't know. I don't get into it. They restricted your comment, Doobie. Well, they didn't restrict it. They just, I think they hid it. I got to see it. Ah, goodness sakes. Went over to the food bank today. Um, Ended up getting a nice beef steak and a nice big chicken breast, uh, two yellowfin tuna steaks. That was the meat part. Um, Couple, like 3 tomatoes, some canned goods, peanut butter and jelly, stuff like that. It was pretty cool. Poison lesson. Well, I don't know if Jack knows that or not. You know what I mean? But I guess he does because he smells her when he gets back. She gets back in and all. And it may bum him out. I think he's just, the first day or so he was probably bummed and what. But I think he realizes. I really do. I think he realizes because all he does anymore is just lay around all day and sleep. I mean, he just like the veterans dog was out in Quartzsite a couple years ago. I've watched Jack progress just like his dog did, to where now all Jack's doing pretty much is laying around sleeping. He'd get up to eat, which is a good sign, and drink. But that's about it. That's about it. So. Yeah. Oh, like last night, they laid here and he was licking her, all over the ears and stuff. They still get along just fine and everything. They do. He'd groom her. She'd groom him a little bit. So it's pretty cool. Maybe Jack realizes he was lucky for the last couple of years. He got to have some fun because all that other time he never even knew what it was like. He had the equipment that he never knew what it was like. So at least he didn't die a virgin having the equipment. Look at all the dogs that get neutered. It would have been a shame, Jack not being neutered and not ever get a piece. Hang on. I can't see. Oh, she's caring for she's got love for both of them. She does. I think she knows too. You know, who knows what a dog knows? But to me, they're pretty damn intelligent and all. Like when she sat in the corner and watched me blow smoke in Jack's face and him lick it and sniff it and sneeze. And I was on a live. This was just right after I got her, within the first couple of weeks. And I was doing a live. And she come right out here on my knee when Jack left, like, where's mine? And I blew it out to her. She sniffed it, sneezed, and she don't come back out when I'm smoking. Now, here lately, she's ventured out once or twice, not really to get a hit, But she knows if she comes out on my knee, she's susceptible to the smoke. And she don't really run off like she did the first time. Now, if she could eat a bud, she likes to eat it. She likes to eat a bud. I think Jack's biggest problem is he can't handle licking the smoke no more, and getting it in his lungs because it makes him cough. And I don't want to get him coughing because he's got a bad cough if you get him coughing. But I did want to, when I first got Lulu, I had every intention of breeding her, not knowing Jack couldn't have pups too old. So when met neighbor's dog and everything, and he's I think he's only 1 year old. He's still young. And when the opportunity, well, what the heck? This way she can have a puppy and keep a puppy to grow up with daddy, and I'll have a puppy that can grow up with Lulu. Not really to replace Jack, but I find that it's kind of nice when you have two of them at least, where they have company when you're not there. Now, I couldn't handle 3, 4, or 5 dogs. But 2, yeah. I wished I'd got Jack company a lot longer. A long, long, long time ago. Yeah, wasn't it your daughter got one from me, didn't she? Wasn't it your daughter that got one of the pups, Sean? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I thought so. I left one in West Virginia, there, one in Tennessee, one in Georgia, and one in South Carolina. Hey, come here. Come here. Show off. Come here. She said, nope. Yeah, spread them all over. Yep. All over the East Coast. Whoa, come here. Oh, goodness sakes. This is going to be the mama dog. This is going to be the mama dog. You're going to be a mama dog again. Yeah. This is going to be mama dog again. Is you going to be a mama dog again? Oh, goodness. Big old belch. Did you hear that? It burp. Better than a fart any day. Huh. Whew. Oh, I really do. I want to make it to DC and back here. That would be really cool. I think it'd be really cool. One more run. It'd be super cool if I could get people just to sign the petition, I'll get there somehow. If I just get the people to sign the damn petition's all I want. And if that's the only one they sign, that's cool too, It's always been about the pot prisoners and the classification. But I'm looking forward to getting off the road, uh, maybe working to get in a boat or something, growing my own pot, maybe open a little restaurant that makes food with cannabis. Well, they had to move that inauguration, all that shit inside because it was like -3 from what I hear. But hell, even Florida's got snow right now. Mississippi and Florida's got snow, and I mean snow. It snowed a couple times in when the years I lived in Florida, but never like it did this time. Damn. Yeah. Well, what do you think the chances are that Trump's heard of me? I mean, seriously, he has to have heard of me when he first. Now. Of course, he don't pay no attention to me or whatnot, but he's had to have heard. He's had to have heard about me. I was at the Suck Bang Blow bar before he was president. The Bikers for Trump, one of the biggest rallies for Trump when he was going against Obama. I was there 10 days. That's where I met Blind Bob, the Lizard Man, and all. Channel 13 parked right beside me, but they was like this: don't get a photo of that marijuana van, whatever you do. And then, well, Sean, not only that, remember Topeka, I think it was Topeka, Kansas, where I met Afro Man, but at a different time. I'm pretty sure it's Topeka, Kansas. Donald Trump come for a rally, and a guy ended up selling me a spot for $20 where I could set up my T-shirts and all that. And it happened to be the driveway where all the cars came in. Donald Trump, his son, and them. They all turned in that driveway and up to the event. And when they left, they all come out that driveway. And I mean, I seen Donald Trump's son. I didn't see Donald Trump, but yeah, he would have to know. Now, what attention he paid or anything, I don't know. But that'd be a hell of a statement for me to show back up in D.C., with the vehicle to Trump, do a rally like I did with Obama and whatnot. If I had the numbers, man, I'm telling you, I think Trump would do it. Maybe he'd give me a little credit for not giving up, and keeping on the fight like he's been fighting. You never know. Give me the numbers. Let's find out. One don't know. You know what I mean? If anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Trump. And that's why I say, I just want one more round, one more year. If people help me get up there, get ready, get the generator, everything, get ready, get up there. It'd be wonderful. Just have one more year. And if he don't do it, nobody's going to do it. This is our shot, I'm pretty sure. I'm glad that Trump's back in. I don't think he's going to do anything so far as enforcing federal laws on cannabis. But it definitely can't be a class 1 or a class 2. I think it should be like aspirin and caffeine, like that. Alcohol. Alcohol's a drug. It's not a narcotic, but it's a drug. It should be a narcotic. But they don't call it that, so that's why it's not that. You know what I mean? It's easy to call cannabis a narcotic, But that's why I didn't do no prison time and why they found me incompetent to stand trial. They didn't have a chemist willing to come into court and state what narcotic was in marijuana. Oh shit! Look at all the reports and welfare checks and shit that the trolls have done on me. Oh yeah, they probably have. You're right about that. Well, yeah, Sean, but I don't want to write that letter with less than 1,000 people on it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it'd be kind of silly to write him a letter right now with 90 people on it, whatever it is. Which I knew the numbers probably wouldn't grow until I get on the road. Now, once I get back on the road, the numbers will grow and they'll grow daily. But right now, I depend on reaching you, and I depend on you signing and reaching a couple of your friends, and you're dependent on your friends to reach a friend or two, down the line, and that's how we win. Sharing it on our social media, YouTubes, TikToks, whatever we can to help the petition. I'm doing my part, and some of y'all are doing your part, but there's a lot of them out there that aren't doing it, you know what I mean? And it just is frustrating. And I'm sure it's frustrating for the ones that have signed the petition and shared it and tried, It's got to be frustrating to y'all when, say you sign it and you tell your friend and you find out, a month, 6 months later that they never signed it, Well, why not? Oh, I forgot or whatever. You know what I mean? There you go. Yeah, and see, I don't understand. They'd take the time to come meet me or stop. Oh wow, hey man, can I tag it? You know? Yeah. Hey, how about yeah, I'll sign it. But see, that's why I made the QRs. Well, Frankie got me the QRs for him. Now it's like, hey, all you got to do is scan that. You know, I still can't make people sign it, but this year, I think I can express enough, and having them QRs and all, I think I can get the numbers. But I got to be able to get up and on the road as it is. You know what I mean? Normally, I make up like $3,000 every year right before I get on the road. Everything's done, and when I leave, I have at least $1,000 in my pocket. This year, I ain't got shit because I can't go work or nothing. And by the time I can go work, it'll be time to hit the road. Hell, I was hoping that somebody would see my painting and stuff on the cannabis and, have a shed or an old trailer or something for me to paint, but there's no work around. And now it's cold, there's not going to be no work around. So starting out is going to be my whole biggest problem. Getting a generator and hitting the road. I'd love to have solar, but that's about 2,500 that I don't have. And the funny thing, well, not funny, haha. The funny thing about that is, by the time I buy a generator and run it the trip to DC and back, that couple months, that's going to cost 2,500, just not all at once, Boom. And then you still have to buy gas from that day on as to where your solar would have been paid off. Here's that. Oh, there you go. So I really, really wished I could put solar on it. But that's a luxury I can't afford. I've got the panels, but I don't have the batteries, the inverter. I've got an inverter, but mine's, I I'm thinking 48 volt. Oh, people are strange whether you're a stranger or not. People are really strange nowadays. Well, I do the signatures for the bus for donations, but not the petitions. Because you can't offer someone, you basically can't bribe someone to do a petition. I'm not going to say, hey, I'll let you tag the motorhome if you sign my petition, because that's kind of like buying it, or what, you see what I'm saying? And I don't want nobody to be able to say that, because I don't think you should be able to, pay or bribe someone for a signature. That's why when someone says, you charge people to sign it, no, 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 no. No, anybody can sign the petition. Nope, I don't give nothing for signing a petition. Not even a little sticker that says I signed. That's why even a hug, well, heck, I had the one girl pick up a leaf and hand it to me. And here you go, I gave her the marker. And as she's tagging it, her other friend noticed what was going on and says, hey, I want to ride on your RV. And the one that had just rode on it reaches over, grabs a couple hairs and yanks them out and hands them to me and hands her the marker. And she goes over and tags the RV. And I'm pretty sure I still got the hair up in my little box up here and the leaf. I've got a treasure box that's just got stuff from all over that people have given me, throughout the journey. But I'm pretty sure I've got that leaf and a couple, 2, 3 hairs. And that girl didn't even know what the heck, she's like, ow, and yeah. But me and the first girl knew what it was all about. I'm sure she told her. But it was funny. You had to be there. Sean, just what I can make do with is I can make do with a 2500, and that's not relying on heat, air, or nothing, which I really don't need that. You know what I mean? I normally make do without air and heat. I need to run a couple fans, my cameras and chargers and stuff. Yeah. You see the one, I normally use a 2000 or a 2500, I think it is. When you get larger than that, you're burning a whole lot of gas. I mean, my Honda generator, the one I had, the old school and whatnot, hell, it cost $15 to run it. Every day I was spending $15 for gas to run it. It gets expensive when you. But that's why solar would be nice. Solar would be so nice. And then you'd have it. And then if I ever got rid of the Kennebago or something happened, I would probably be able to take the solar system and put on something else. Right now, I have every intention of coming back here and plugging in when I get done. If I go to Washington and come back, I have every intention of coming right back here where I'm at now. It's a great little town and all. I love it. It's close to my family. The rent's affordable. Yeah. So I have no problem coming back out here. Then again, I may, because Lake Pleasant ain't that far, I might end up getting a boat and being on Lake Pleasant. You never know. Going to do something different come the end of this year or next year, into next year. And it would be cool as hell if we could get the pot thing straightened out this year. That would be cool. Oh, I said yesterday, I don't know if I said it on the 420 here on YouTube, because I do the live at night on Facebook at 7 o'clock for anybody interested. I know I mentioned it on Facebook. Why? Because we was talking about the Gulf of America instead of Gulf of Mexico. Yep. Guess what was it? What I seen on one of the TikTok feeds today? The same thing that I was talking about. That Trump made a major chess move by renaming it the Gulf of America, because now he can bypass Congress and everything and let them drill. If any of y'all was on my yesterday, I was talking about that. I said this. I predicted that yesterday, and it all come out today. Another guy on TikTok saying the same thing that I just told everybody last night. I thought, damn, so I'm not the only one that thinks that way. And I find that funny, spooky, that I was talking about that. And then, damn, today I got on TikTok and the guy said the same thing, just like he was watching my my live last night or something. So that just might end up being true. What? They're still friends. They're still friends, huh? We're still friends. Oh, yeah. You're getting old, I know. That's still your friend. Oh, goodness. Well, my friends, it's about time for me to get out of here. If you would, please interact and subscribe here to the channel. I'd like to build a YouTube. And follow me on Facebook. I do a live there at 7 o'clock almost every night. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. That's Mountain Standard Time. So that means, about an hour and a half. So let me get out here, get another little charge on my phone so I can go yak on Facebook here in a little bit. And if you don't do Facebook, I understand. Catch me back here tomorrow. Or you can watch my lives anytime. Just go to my YouTube channel and go down the lives. You go down the shorts. Give them thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. It helps grow the channel. One day I might make $1 off of it. You never know. Hey, it's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand. And if we try, we can all get along. Jack, Lilu, and I love you. Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful evening. See you tomorrow, folks.